Johnny and Associates began compensation for the victims of abuse and losing business partners. FLCL pays tribute to the late Samantha Weinstein. Fist of the North Star is getting a new anime. Paradox Live announced the theme songs ahead of the series premiere. And the latest news on Kodansha manga titles including Tsugumi Project ends in the next issue, and The Drops of God is getting a new sequel. The latest news on movie titles including the live-action film adaptation of Kingdom is getting its fourth installment, and GKids is bringing Blue Giant to North American theaters. And video game titles including Geass mobile app has officially launched in English, and Demon Slayer board game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. What's up? This is Jeff, and this is your anime news source. This is Animinutes. Talent agency Johnny and Associates announced that the company is taking the following measures to compensate for the damage caused and prevent reoccurrences. It will set up a victim relief committee operated by 3 former judges, start a compensation application system, appoint a chief compliance officer to implement basic human rights policies, implement and enhance training for human rights and sexual assault and harassment, establish an organizational structure to ensure proper monitoring, and conduct ongoing dialogue with media and stakeholders regarding these topics. The talent agency said that all performance fees for advertisements and program appearances will be paid to the talent themselves, and it will not receive compensation as an entertainment production company. The company added that they will not renew their contracts from advertisers. Actor, singer, and television personality Noriyuki Higashiyama announced that he will serve as the president of the company, where he is planning to retire from the entertainment industry at the end of 2023, replacing Julie Keiko Fujishima after the agency's late founder Johnny Kitagawa sexually abused a large number of aspiring pop star teenagers from the 1970s to 2010s. That it is taking the following measures to compensate for the damage caused and prevent reoccurrences. The official website of Adult Swim announced that Fully Coolly Grunge, or FLCL Grunge, will include a posthumous anime dub debut of Samantha Weinstein, who played the role of Akira in the animated series. Voice actor Devin Mack and anime director and voice actor Stephanie Seh confirmed that Weinstein passed away at the age of 28 last Sunday, May 14th, due to ovarian cancer, and the staff from Adult Swim pays tribute to Weinstein. Weinstein was born in Toronto, Ontario on March 20, 1995. She is known for the role of Heather in Carrie, where she appeared in film projects. She won the ACTOR Award for her outstanding performance by a female, making it the youngest performer ever to win the award at the age of 10. FLCL Grunge follows 3 teenagers who are just beginning to transition towards adulthood. The cast from the original animated series is reprising their roles, including voice actress Kari Walgren as Haruko Haruhara, a central character, the newest resident, and an extraterrestrial investigator for the Galactic Space Police Brotherhood. The official website of Buwonson and Tetsuo Ohara's Fist of the North Star announced that the series is getting a new anime in celebration of its 40th anniversary of the franchise, and Warner Bros. Japan is producing the anime project. The story takes place in a post-apocalyptic Earth when a nuclear war has been declared. The story follows Kenshiro, the successor of a deadly martial art known as Hokuto Shinken, which gives him the ability to kill his opponents by striking their secret vital points, which often results in an exceptionally violent and gory death. Kenshiro dedicates his life to fighting against the various gangs, bandits, and warlords who threaten the lives of the defenseless and innocent, as well as rival martial artists. The series is published in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine, where Buwonson is writing and Hara is illustrating from September 1983 to August 1988, and released in 27 book volumes. It was adapted into 2 seasons of the animated series, animated films, OVAs, novels, stage musicals, and an American live-action film. The series has sold over 100 million copies, making it one of the best-selling manga series and the most influential manga series of all time. The official website of Apex Pictures and GKids Paradox Live announced the details, including the theme songs for the animated series that streams on Tuesday, October 3rd. The entire members of each unit, including Bei, the Cat's Whiskers, Cosmes, and Akan Yatsura, are performing the opening theme song Rise Up, and Raikan will perform the ending theme song Every Day, Every Night. The story of the series follows the contestants in a near-future competition that pits young rap and hip-hop artists against each other for fame and fortune in Japan, where hip-hop and rap culture became the dominant form of pop culture and expression. Kodansha announced the details of two manga series in different magazines, beginning with the 41st 2023 issue of Kodansha's weekly Young magazine, announced that Ipatu's Tsugumi Project will end in the 42nd 2023 issue to be published on Friday, September 15th, after the series was announced in the 32nd 2023 issue in July 2023 that the series enters its final arc. The story centers on Leon, a soldier who is taken from his family on a trumped-up charge and dropped into a suicide mission. Recover a dangerous weapon from a deadly place, a place ruled by huge irradiated mutated monsters. He and his teammates aren't expected to survive this place. One of the scant pieces of information they have is the weapon's name, Tsugumi. The series began publishing in France in July 2019 and published in Kodansha's weekly Young magazine in January 2021 and released in 6 book volumes. And in the 42nd 2023 issue of Kodansha's morning magazine announced that Tadashi Agi and Shu Okimoto's Drops of God is getting a new sequel titled Drops of God Ryusim to be published in the 43rd 2023 issue, which releases on Thursday, September 21st. The story takes place after the confrontation of Shizuku Kansaki and Issei Tomine. Shizuku continues to travel the world as he is heading to Paris, France. He encounters a girl with a good sense of smell. The original story centers on Shizuku Kansaki, the estranged son of a famous wine critic who has never had a glass of wine. When his father unexpectedly passed away, he learns he must compete for his father's inheritance against Issei Tomine, a man adopted as the late Kansaki's protege. The series was published in Kodansha's weekly morning magazine, where Agi is writing and Okimoto is illustrating from November 2004 to June 2014 and released in 44 book volumes, followed by a sequel, Marriage, in the same magazine from May 2015 to October 2020 and released in 26 book volumes. It was adapted into live-action projects, including a Japanese live-action series that aired in January 2009 and a multinational TV series that aired in April 2023. The official website of Yasuhisa Hara's Kingdom announced that the live-action film franchise is getting its 4th installment after the announcement was made at the stage greeting of the 3rd live-action film held at the Toho Cinema Roppongi Hills last Tuesday, September 12. The 3rd live-action film installment was released in July 2023 and sold $34.86 million and 3.58 million tickets sold as of Monday, September 11th, when the film continues to stay on top of the Japanese weekend box office. Overall, the live-action film franchise has reached $108.86 million. The cast from the previous 3 live-action films is expected to reprise their roles for the 4th film, and Shinsuke Sato is also once again directing the 4th installment. Based on the manga series of the same name, and the story takes place during the Warring States period of ancient China, where Xin and Piao are war orphans working as servants in a poor village in the Kingdom of Qin. However, they dream of becoming the great generals of the heavens and train daily. The series was published in Shueisha's weekly Young Jump magazine in January 2006 and released in 69 book volumes. It was adapted into 4 seasons of the animated series. GKids announced the release of Shinichi Ishizuka's Blue Giant in partnership with Toho Animation, where the animated film releases in North American theaters for 1 weekend on October 8 to 9. In preparation for the North American release, they will host its North American premiere at the Japan Society event in New York on Friday, October 6th, and music composer Hiromi Uehara is in attendance. The animated film was released in Japan in February 2023, and the story centers on Dai Miyamoto. When Dai hears a live jazz performance, he is touched on a deep level and vows to become the world's best saxophone player. He begins to practice the tenor sax by himself with no formal education and no ability to read sheet music. The series was published in Shogakukan's Big Comic magazine in May 2013 and released a number of sequels, where the series received achievements including the winner of the Shogakukan Manga Award in the general category and the Japan Media Arts Festival in 2017. Bandai Namco Filmworks announced the release of Sunrise's Code Geass, The Luge of the Rebellion Lost Stories, and it is now playable on mobile devices including Android and iOS devices. Code Geass Lost Stories is a strategy game that draws on the mecha battles from the Code Geass series, with strategic tower defense battles where huge robots known as Nightmare Frames duke it out in the all-out war between Luke's rebellion, the Black Knights, and the oppressive Britannian Empire. Place the troops to oppose enemy nightmares and reign victorious over the battlefield. The social mobile app was developed by F4 Samurai and DMM Games, released first in Japan in May 2022. In December 2022, the app is planning to release an international version. Sega announced the release of Koyohao Gotoge's Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Sweep the Void to be released on the Nintendo Switch worldwide, including Japan, North America, and Europe in 2024. In the Void video game, there are 12 playable characters with Nezuko is a supporting character, and a day and night mechanic that changes the spaces of each void, which includes locations like Mount Fuchikasane and Asakusa. The game also features mini-games. It'll be the second Demon Slayer video game franchise produced by Sega since the release of the Hinokami Chronicles fighting video game released for the PlayStation including PS4 and PS5, Xbox including One, Series S and Series X, Switch, and the PC in October 2021. If you have comments or suggestions, let us know in the comments. You can follow on my official Facebook fan page at facebook.com/ManchesterNews and subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/KifaBoy. But that's about it for Animinutes today. It's September 14, 2023. This is Jeff, and this is Animinutes.